So I'd like to share with you the 1,300 entities that received FDA warning letters that the FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb spoke about in the September 12th of 2018 statement. And these are mainly gas stations, convenience stores, things of that nature that have received these warnings. Now, these are notices, and then they have a certain amount of time to, they have 15 working days to correct the situation. And if not, then they wind up with a no tobacco sales order from a judge. And they will not be able to sell any tobacco products, not just what they were cited on, but every single tobacco product in their store won't be able to be sold for a certain amount of time. They also get a civil monetary penalty, and they also possibly go to prison, even for that matter, if it's adulterated or misbranded product. They also can have even their shop closed. Yes, absolutely. And that's mainly through the states. The FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, will work hand in hand with the states, and they will close their shop up. Even just for, even though, let's say, maybe they make $1 million a year, and let's say, I don't know, $200,000 of it is tobacco products, the rest is for whatever else. Nevertheless, they can get their shop literally closed indefinitely or for a period of time. So certain things can happen once the FDA warning letter goes out. It kicks off a certain process. So I will speak to this. It shows you over here, actually right here, but we don't really have to do it too much. But over here is the inspection number. So everyone gets where the mouse is at. Everyone gets their own particular number. So, but we're going to concern ourselves with is the establishment name. Then you got the address, you got the city, you got the state, you got the zip code. Then you have the date that was issued, and you could see it was pretty much in the last month or so. Most of these places got cited. And then you got the certain product, electronic nicotine delivery systems or vapor products. And then you got the brand name, and you'll see a lot of Juul in here that got cited. And then you'll have here what CMP means, civil monetary penalty. Right now they're in the warning stage, so they have 15 working days to correct this. This is mainly for selling Juul products or Vuse products or Enjoy products or Blue Sig, e-cig products to those that are under the age of 18. It might be for other things, but it's mainly for selling it to someone under the age of 18. So I will skim down it. Over here, where the mouse is at, there aren't really any ones that we really know about, but you have to understand a lot of these inspections that go on have gone on since the beginning of 2018. So right now they're inspecting vape shops that you and I know of, online and offline, and they probably will be coming out in probably either early 2019 or sometime during 2019, which will reflect, like for instance, a lot of these vape shops, brick and mortar, even the online entities, but mainly the brick and mortar shops are being investigated now. And if they find any types of infractions, the inspectors will go back to the FDA, look over all the documentation of these various vape shops, brick and mortars around United States, and then they will decide to issue FDA warning letters, and then all of that process kicks into place. That probably will be coming out sometime in 2019. Like FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb stated, these 1,300 warning letters that I'm about to show you is just the initial phase, it's just the beginning phase of September 12th, 2018. You know, imagine or not imagine, but to be quite real, in the next year, we're going to be seeing a lot of vape shops that we know of, online and offline, that will wind up being on a list like this, in regards to the inspections that they're doing in the present time, which is going on as I speak. So anyway, we will scroll down these 1,300. This is the entire list of the 1,300. And over here shows you where the mouse is at, shows you the number of of how many they have. And you'll see it'll go down to 1,300. So here you go. I'll just sort of scroll slowly. You might know some places yourself in your particular state as far as these convenience stores and gas stations. There is a place called Volcano, in regards to online vape shop. I don't know if this is the particular one. It says that the state is in Hawaii. I always thought they were out of California, so it might have been something different. Artisan Vapor, that's where the mouse is at. They were given a warning for selling their particular product, which is the Artisan Vapor. So they got cited. I never shopped there before online, but I have seen that particular company's name before. Now, Freedom Vapor has nothing to do with My Freedom Smokes, but they have a certain Freedom Vapor product that they got nailed on. I spoke about this in the Hello Jay Hayes video, so I thought, well, let me actually show you guys what it looks like. And as you can see, they're all FDA warning letters, and so they have 15 working days to correct the situation, and most of them do, but then a lot of them do not. And I'll show you even another document from an earlier time where they were actually wound up on something like this, but they wound up with civil monetary civil monetary penalties, as well as no sale tobacco orders from a judge. I'll show you that after I do this here. See, Mark 10, Views, Blue, Juul, Enjoy. A lot of Walgreens. Wow, look at that. A lot of Walgreens got nailed. A lot of 7-Elevens. Even liquor stores. I mean, they go in every place. These are all the places that are selling, you know, these particular products over here. Naked. I don't know if that's Naked E-Liquid. Galaxy Vapor out of Washington State. I don't know if that's a Naked E-Liquid or whatever have you. And you can see a lot of gas stations. A lot of gas stations got nailed. The Vape Mall. I think I've seen the Vape Mall online before. They were selling a Juul. Got a warning. So, you know, a lot of people think they're like, off the hook. But in 2019, on this list will be the ones that we know of will wind up being on this list. I can guarantee it. They shouldn't think themselves like, like they're off the hook. They're not off the hook. I'm sure all of these particular places over here thought they were not going to get nailed on things, and they certainly did. Urban Legends Smoke Shop sold a jewel. Planet Vapes. I've seen that somewhere. Sold a jewel product. Look at that, Vaporfly. I've seen them. They have their own brand they got nailed on. Vaporfly, that's a big company. I bought something from Vaporfly. Oh man, a long time ago. I think back in 2014, 2013. I think it was 2014. I bought something from them. And it's funny, I bought two of their products. One of them died on me. The battery died. They were like eco battery types, And Beyond Vape, look at that. That's a biggie. They got nailed. I'm pretty sure that's one of the big companies online, if I remember correctly. This giant isn't Giant Vapes because it's located in Colorado, and Giant Vapes is located Rhode Island. So, at least so far, I shop there. At least I used to. Sort of a sad time for me. Vapor World, I've seen this before. They have them all here. It's for anyone to get. Anyone can have access to this. And need to keep up to date on this stuff because, and I will for you. Look at that. Flawless Vapes. I know that one. They're selling an infamous e-liquid. Got nailed on that one. I've seen this before where the mouse is at. Flawless Vapes. But next year, 2019, is going to be interesting to see interesting entities on this particular list. Believe me, it's going to hit home very. It's going to hit home real close, as time goes by. This place was selling that buckshot e-liquid. That's a buckshot e-liquid there. Tobacco 101 out of, what's that? Mississippi? So these are e-liquids, and this is naked e-liquid. Look at that. Another e-liquid here where the mouse is at. Love Vape. Not in love now. And by the way, here you go. Look at this here. I just noticed here. So that where the mouse is at, the CMP is a civil monetary penalty. So these particular places here, where the CMP is at, they actually went to court. And the court actually, apparently at these particular places here, literally did not comply with the 15 working days in regards to the FDA warning letter. So they went to court over it, and then the court penalized them, selling e-liquid, My Blue, Juul, Views. I don't ever think it won't happen. Another one, another CMP. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Let's see, this is to July of 2018. See how Ford goes back. They issued this on September 12th of 2018, but they were doing these investigations for some time. So in 2000, like I say, 2019 is going to be a very interesting year for this. When we, you take a look at this list again, I'll keep up to date on this for you guys. It's going to be very interesting what it's going to look like next year. Mr. Salt, look at that over here. The mouse is at. That's probably a nicotine salt. Even now, the Walmart. Even Walmart got an FDA warning letter. CMPs. So these particular places went to court. They've been to court already because they wouldn't comply with the FDA warning letter. Look at that, Space Jam. I've seen this Elite Vapor, I've seen that online. And Freedom Vapes, they got nailed twice here. Look at that. Different places. Some of these places are actually vape shops. See, I mean, most of them are convenience stores and gas stations, even Walmarts. But here's a vape shop. That's a vape shop. See another vape shop here. There's a lot of vape shops. Not many that you see that you're familiar with, but like I said, you wait for next year. It's going to be interesting. FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb's definitely going to be cleaning up USA markets. To the end here, guys. A lot of Walgreens and Walmarts. Ain't that some? Even a pharmacy got nailed. Selling an Enjoy product. There's another couple. Vape shops. So there's several vape shops in here. Just none right now that we really know of, but you know that are hitting home. But believe me, they are going to be popping up next year. There you go, 1301. And that's that. I'm going to share something real quick with you guys. I just want to show you. These are retailers that got nailed in 2018, 2017, 2016. And up here where the mouse is at, it says NTSO. And what that means is no tobacco sales order. So not only do they get a monetary fine, but they can't sell tobacco products of any sort, regardless of, let's say it was on, I don't know, Marlboro. Well, let's say they also, of course, sell Cools, Newports, whatever. None of those products can be sold until the end date of that particular order from a judge. I can hear it was like GOMARK 46, May 8th, 2018. It started, that was the start date. Let me see if I can move this over a little bit so you can see it. See, that was the start date. And then this is the end date. Some of them are longer than others, some of them are shorter. Usually they last about a month, 3 weeks to a month, but sometimes they can go longer. It depends. Like here, this one over here, like Jerry's Mart, almost went for a month. This one went for a month. And what that means is they can't sell any tobacco whatsoever. And this is when you go to court, of course. You could get a civil monetary penalty, like you said, on the other particular, in the 1300 list. And then you also can have it so either they can have it so there's no tobacco sales order on any product in the shop for a particular amount of time. They can actually get, they work with the states, liaison with the states. The states can actually close the entire vape shop up, or close the convenience store, or the gas station, or whatever. Usually that works hand in hand with the federal government, so they literally will shut the shop down so they can't sell anything. If it's adulterated or misbranded, whatever product it may be, they could even go to prison. Not very long. You can go, it depends on how many times you do it, if it's recurring, but you can go up to 5 years to prison. Normally it's 6 months to 5 years. To get to 5 years, you're pretty much going out of business, because by the time you get to about a 5-year prison sentence on an adulterated or misbranded product, you're about $1 million fines at that time, and that means you have gone to court probably at least 10 times with the FDA over maybe a 2-year period of time, and it depends more or less, but it's about a good 2 to 3 year time period that you're just completely violating federal law left and right, and then they pretty much put you out of business. So, but these, you can see, they date back to 2017. These particular places, these are mainly convenience stores. Even Frank's Steaks got nailed on a tobacco product. These aren't. They could be Juul, could be the ones that we saw on the 1300 list, but probably it's just tobacco products, just regular, cigarettes, stuff like that. They got nailed on in this particular list here. but you could see it goes back to 2016, even this 2015. There's a process that the FDA goes through to go through all of this. So in the other list, in this particular list here with the 1,300 1,300 entities here, you know, they'll go through the same process. This here, with the, like I said before, the CMP, the type of action, is they went to court over that. The FDA doesn't just say, okay, well, they didn't comply with 15 working days, let's issue a penalty to them. No, that's any kind of CMP or no tobacco sales order or to close your shop. These are actual actions. These are actual enforcement. And so when you get the FDA warning letter and you don't comply within 15 working days, that's when that action, the enforcement, kicks in. And once that happens, well, there's not one single case yet. And I've read, this is like a year or so ago, I read these cases with the FDA. Once they take you to court in regards to FDA warning letters, the FDA has 100% track record. They never lose a case. It's amazing. Not one. So, you know, my best suggestion is to comply with the FDA warning letter. You have 15 working days, which basically amounts to almost 2 weeks, and 3 weeks, because it's working days themselves, so almost 3 weeks. And the best thing to do is just comply with it and leave it at that, because once they take you to court, you will lose. They have an excellent track record when it comes to that kind of stuff. So anyway, I just want to share this little thing with you. I'm sure you were curious as to what the 1,300 places were and what it looks like, and anyone could obtain this off of the FDA website. And you need Excel, Microsoft Excel, to bring it up, but you can happen. So anyway, I just want to share this with you guys.